What are F1's flag rules? What's made of cloth but helps to steer an F1 car around the track? This is your insider's guide to F1 flags. F1's army of marshals stand on the front line at races, stationed at posts around the track, armed with flags and buttons to warn of danger in a split second. Warning flags first arrived in F1 in 1963, and now an electronic system is also used to send signals to race control, trackside light panels, and in-car LEDs. There's a lot of different signals, so here's a rundown of what they are and how they're used. Let's start with the obvious one, the checkered flag. Everyone knows this one gets waved at the end of every race, qualifying, and practice session, but when did it first appear? Some say it was in horse racing, others say French cycling racing, but there's no evidence of either. In fact, the first record was at New York's Vanderbilt Cup motor race in 1906. If you think waving a checkered flag is easy though, you'd be wrong. It's been waved early by mistake 4 times, in Argentina in 1978, Britain in 1985, China in 2014 and Canada in 2018. In 2019, to eliminate human error, it was ditched in favour of a light panel. It turned out that technology was no better though, and in Japan that year, the panel went checkered 1 lap before the finish, so the flag came back. Moving on, we have the yellow flag. This is the one used most of all. It means danger, and it's waved as a single flag or as a pair. 1 flag means no overtaking, and 2 means double danger, so drivers have to be ready to stop. It's also used at the start of the race by marshals on pit wall to signal if there's a problem on the grid. It's also held out above a board with SC or VSC written on it to indicate there is a safety car or virtual safety car period in effect. Despite being a clear warning sign though, in the heat of battle, there have been many instances of F1 drivers not taking notice of the yellow flags. Most recently, Verstappen and Bottas were both penalised for ignoring yellow flags at the Qatar Grand Prix. What about the green flag? You might be able to guess this one. Simplified, the green flag means all good. It's used to show the track is clear, and it appears on the post after a yellow flag section of the track, or in that section once it's been cleared. It's also waved to start practice or qualifying, shown at the back of the grid when all the cars are lined up okay, and is also waved to get the field going after a safety car. And to contrast the green flag, we have the opposite, the red flag. As the colour suggests, this one stops all activity on track. It's used if the circuit is blocked or conditions make it too dangerous to continue. The first red flag was waved in 1950, F1's first ever season, when rain stopped play at the Indianapolis 500. Since then, there have been 77 more red flagged races to date. The 2021 season has had an astonishing 5 red flags, the most in any year since the championship began. Now, let's take a look at the rarer or more obscure flags, starting with the red and yellow striped flag. This one shows drivers that the track is slippery, usually because of oil or a specific patch of water. What about a white flag? Well, this one means there's a slow-moving vehicle out on track, which could be a tow truck, ambulance, or even another F1 car doing a start simulation. How about a blue flag? This is a regular sight being waved at slower cars to let them know a faster one is trying to overtake. If a driver's being lapped and doesn't respond to 3 of these, they get a penalty. Most recently, this happened to Nikita Mazepin in Portugal in 2021, and the year before that, Sergio Perez and Daniel Kvyat in Spain. The blue flag also comes out at the pit exit to warn drivers of oncoming cars on the racetrack as they leave. Before we take a look at the rest of F1's many flag variations, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this series, Party Poker, who currently have a special sign-up offer. If you head over to the link in the description, open a new account and deposit £10 or more today, Party Poker will match it on deposits up to £400 and give you £40 worth of free play too. Only available if you are 18 or over, T's and C's apply, and please be gamble aware and play responsibly. So, back to coloured flags. What does a black flag with orange disc mean? Well, it's not a good flag to see. It means you've got a serious problem. It's waved to tell drivers their car's damaged and could cause a danger to others around them, so they must pit immediately, fix the issue, or retire from the race. What about a black and white diagonal flag? This flag is personal. It's the equivalent of football's yellow card, waved with the driver's number to warn them of unsportsmanlike behaviour. It was shown to Lewis Hamilton at the Malaysian Grand Prix in 2010 for weaving, but was then replaced with a radio warning. It made a comeback in 2019, waved at Pierre Gasly in Belgium, and most recently, Max Verstappen saw it in Brazil in 2021 for aggressively defending his race lead from Hamilton, which led to both cars going extremely wide at turn 4. And last but not least, we have the black flag. This is F1's red card, an immediate sending off with no recourse. The driver must come straight into the pits and get out of the race. You don't see it much anymore. In fact, it's only appeared 3 times in the last 20 years. In 2019, it was used in a practice session when Haas bizarrely asked for it to be shown to their own cars. Why, you asked? Well, they'd lost all car-to-pit communications and the drivers were ignoring their pit boards. The last time it was waved in a race was in Canada in 2007, when Felipe Massa and Giancarlo Fisichella were both dismissed for passing a red light at pit exit. Juan Pablo Montoya saw the black flag 3 years before that, when he jumped out of his broken Williams on the grid to drive the spare car instead, but this delayed him so much that he left the grid well after the must leave within 15 seconds of the start rule. Overall, flags might seem outdated compared to today's modern technology, but you can't deny that it's an iconic part of F1 history, and time again, the flags have proven themselves vital to maintaining safety and fairness in Formula 1.